Hi, and welcome to today's full moon eclipse, channeling with the master teachers. And we're going to work with Archangel Sandalphon today. And of course, other archangels may step in. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in a moment. But if you're here for live frequency channeling, you're at the right place. Whether you're watching this live or as a video, it's going to have the same power. It's not dependent on time and space. So you can watch this next year and tap into the same eclipse energy and to the same frequency channeling. So see, there's a lot of comments. Some of you have been on for a while, and for some reason it's only showing one bar on my end. So hopefully the reception is good on your end. I'm in my office where I have the best Wi-Fi. Oh gosh, okay. So Lisa, Suzette, Mikel, Jennifer, Millie, welcome, Laura and Chris and Michael and Millie and Karen and Horses Triggers Hope. Wow, you guys have been pretty active here. Hi, Brooke. All right, I think I got all the names that are on the live chat so far. So if you're watching this as a video, I'm going to timestamp when we actually begin. I usually do two timestamps. One where I start talking about the instruction, because there is a certain protocol to these sessions. And then if you're returning, then you can dive right into the meditation and the channeling. So let's see, Lulabelle and Christina, welcome. And I see 22 of us are on so far. Yeah, Mikhail saying feels like that we're on romper room. So anyway, you guys feeling the eclipse energy? Hold on. I'm gonna need a voice to channel, okay. Oh well. Hi Suzette, or maybe I said hi to you. Well, I'll say hi to you again. Anyways, oh, we just went to 2 bars. Yay. Anyhow, all right, so where were we? Yeah, so we're just giving the live people a minute or two to get their notification. Then we're going to dive on in. So I hope everybody is doing well. Yeah, we've had a little bit of solar flare activity, nothing over the top or anything, but it's interesting that we've had a little bit of solar activity to sort of flavor this eclipse. It's very powerful. It's 5 degrees. Well, it already happened, but the peak of the eclipse was at 5 degrees of the sign Taurus, with the sun was at 5 degrees of the sign Scorpio, which it's still at 5 degrees of Scorpio, and very, very, very powerful energy. So it's very transformative because we're utilizing this Scorpio energy and everything. So and so Laura's saying energy's been interesting. I don't go to bars. All right. Well, the bars are coming to me, but there's only one of them. Michelle's saying she'll calm down. Okay. Energy's intense. Yes, it is. 25 in chat. We're up to 27 now. So we're yeah, I'll be, part of me will be happy when we get these full and new moons off of the Saturdays, because not a lot, as many people come in live on a Saturday night, for good reason. People have other things to do on a Saturday, but the last couple of events for the new moon and the full moon have happened on Saturday. So I think it'll transgress. I think the next one's actually Monday, the next new moon, and we'll have a lot to talk about then. So we have a little bit more water, and it's about 5 after. So I think live people are on. Hi, Dr. Lamar, welcome. We had a really interesting and a good channeling session over at the Source, New York. So those of you in the Hudson Valley, that's Stacy Lamar's hangout, and she does some great meditations and some great work there. Hi, Claire. You already had a nap today. I'm jealous. I've been working most of the day myself. So this is Phoenix Rising. Hi, and I'm from Phoenix, New York, but you're from the UK. So welcome, Phoenix Rising. Hi. Well, I'm at Phoenicia, New York, not Phoenix, but anyway, similar. All right. Firstly, before I dive into this, let me just get the announcements done with. Tuesday, well, it's Halloween, right, or Samhain, depending on your orientation with the holidays. So we're going to do our traditional holiday mediumship here on the medium channel. So, it is a medium channel, so we like to fit in a little bit of mediumship also, to be, consistent and everything. So I actually do that 8 times a year, overlapping the Celtic Sabbats. So this is Samhain, and then the next one is going to be Yule, the winter solstice. So we're about halfway between the equinox now and the winter solstice. So we do these 8 times a year. So that's going to be Tuesday at 8 Eastern time rather than 7 o'clock. I know it doesn't do you guys that are in Western time zones a lot of good, but for the East Coast people, I'm starting an hour later because a lot of you have kids that go trick or treating. So basically what you need to do about 7:45, just sit them with a nice pile of candy. They'll be very quiet. They'll be into their candy, although they might be running around all night, but that's beside the point. And then you can sit back, relax, and just see who comes through. And I do readings for about an hour or so and try to get to as many people as I can. So that's coming up. Tomorrow at 11 is tarot time. We do that every Sunday at 11 a.m. And that's kind of become our community hangout. So, for those of you that like to come in and chat with everybody, that's a good venue for that. I wanted to mention also that we just released a video for the forecast from the master teachers that was released Thursday at 5:30. So that's up on the channel. So it's like, I think 9 things to know about this Halloween going into 2024. So that was some really good information. And there's also another video, a live video I did a couple of days ago about the 5 important things to know about this eclipse season and this lunar eclipse, excuse me. So that's up on the channel also. The eclipse energy is going to be very strong for another 3 days or so. And then it's active for about 6 months, until the next eclipse season comes in April. So anyway, so there's that. What else? All right. Oh yeah, one other thing, and this is going to lead us into channeling. So what we do, it's frequency channeling. So as I start to work, the master teachers, that's the name of the group of energies of ascended masters that work with me. They made me feel like that they're interdimensional beings that work with a lot of different races from different parts of the galaxy or the universe. So they are very active with our species now because we are on that threshold of cracking, what is it, like warp speed, metaphorically speaking, but we're having this evolutionary leap in consciousness. So they come and they help us through that leap, and a lot of them apparently were like Pleiadians or Arcturians, and then they evolved. So they don't have bodies; they're energy. They're part of collective consciousness, really. So they're really part of you, and you're part of them. To make it easier to understand this. So as a channel, as an energy channel or conduit, as I start to work, they activate my energy fields. I lead the meditation for you guys. And as they're here, my head's starting to buzz. And as I'm doing that, and you're in the energy because you're following along, then they're able to access you also. So as they activate me, they activate you. And you're an active part of this also. So they're working with all of us simultaneously. I'm just acting as the facilitator for this work right now. So that's basically how it works. There's some voice channeling also. It's something that I'm getting better at. I sometimes I explain people because I learned how to how to do energy healing when I was, God, how old was I? 23, I think. I'm 65 now, so it's like I could virtually do it in my sleep, but verbal channeling is relatively new. So I'm developing it. I'm conscious when I channel. I it's a trance, but it's not like a deep full on trance that I go into. And then they speak. Sometimes they do some toning. That's part of the energetic channeling. So different sounds have different frequencies. So they tone through me, and I swear they taught me how to sing. I have to, say that from doing this work. All of a sudden I recognize I have a good singing voice. I never thought of that about myself. Well, an okay singing voice anyway. So that, and we may do some light language activation also. So these are basically, foreign or extraterrestrial languages, but I believe that the ones that they use, they tell me from different times that they used 6 different forms of light language. But I believe these were precursors to terrestrial languages like Sanskrit and Hebrew, and some of the other ones that are really more of a vibrational language. Yeah, and then they acquired meaning. So that may come through, that may not. Now, Archangel Sandalphon is said to be, according to Steve Noble's work, who does amazing meditation on YouTube, by the way, that Archangel Sandalphon works with the crystalline or 5-dimensional Earth grid. So we really exist on multi-dimension. We're aware of the 3D, energy flows where attention goes. So attention is on the dense physical, but there's other dimensional realities that overlap this one. So on the 5th dimension, the Earth is more of a crystalline than a granite nature, if that makes sense, or diamond rather than graphite, or however we want to explain that. So anyway, so they're going to come through. I feel them already, so I know that they're here, and we'll probably get other ones. Now, for those of you that do this regularly, very good, because as we do this channeling work, they are working with your energy fields. They are helping you to be able to handle higher frequencies and more energy through you. So as you do this work, it starts to shift your own frequencies. It starts to shift your meridians, or those lines of energy that go through and around your body, as well as priming your nervous system and your physical system to handle more energy. So each time you do, you get benefits. But if you do this consistently, then it's going to really help with your ascension process. So it'll help you to awaken faster and more safely with less ascension symptoms. So that leads into me sharing with you that I have a Patreon group also called Spirit Mind Family. A lot of you know that, but new people always come on. We do 2 additional channeling sessions per month there that goes a little bit deeper than what we do on YouTube, because it's a private platform. Although now it's not necessarily paid. People can join for free now, but the really good stuff, it's still paid. It's $5 a month. So in any event, and I'm happy to take donations. It all goes to feeding this channel and the work that I do here. So it's $5 a month, but you'll gain faster and better benefits. So the thing is that they're helping, because our vehicles have to catch up with what's happening with the frequencies that are affecting the Earth, and this helps you to do it. So anyway, so that's that. I'm just going to peek at your comments for a second. We're going to get going. That's who led me to Steve Noble. Okay, so you found me on his channel. And so people know Steve Nobel's meditation. Yeah, and Claire's talking about Spirit Mind Family. I'll tell you just a quick little story, then we're going to dive right into this. That years ago, I think it was 5 years ago, a friend of mine turned me on to Steve Nobel, specifically to his meditation that went mega viral on YouTube. I think it got, oh God, I'm getting dizzy. So they're definitely here. I think it got millions of views. And when he let me grab some water. And then when he started to work with the archangels, he has different symbols that he used. That was the first time that I really felt the archangels, like really felt them. So I've been using his symbols and the color correspondences ever since. So he works with more than 6, but in that meditation, it was 6. The 4 directional angels, Raphael, Michael, Uriel, and Gabriel. But then Metatron in the above space, that I've been working with Metatron since 2008, but never Sandalphon until I started to do his work. So anyway, there's a little bit of background. So I think I think we got everything out of the way. So let's begin. So let's just get nice and relaxed. Now, if you can sit up, that's best. But if you have comfort issues, then lie down by all means. But if you can sit up, because a lot of energy comes through the vertical as we do this work. And it's very healing, very activating. And excuse me while I take care of an itch. Sorry about that. All right, I think I need to start because I'm like, ooh, the energy's getting really, really intense here. So let's get nice and relaxed. And just start to tune into your breathing for a moment. And feel your shoulders relaxing. And your chin and cheeks relaxing. And your forehead, temple, and eyes all relaxing. And just start to maybe tune into your breath a little bit more. Inhale. Feel like you're inhaling light, love, energy of the universe, bringing that into your heart, then exhaling them, releasing any stuck or clogged energies or any energies you don't need anymore. So I'm going to just step aside now. Greetings, and as you may know, we are already working with the frequencies. We will repeat a lot of times that we are raising the frequencies because this is what we do. And we wish for you to be in sync with what we are doing, because the more you guys can connect as a group consciousness and become a unified consciousness, the more effective this work will be for everyone. Remember, dear ones, that you are part of a larger community, and your Earth is part of a much larger community that extends not only through the cosmos, but through the dimensions. You are not alone. You are never alone. Those of you that may feel a little bit isolated in a world gone crazy by human standards, that is, you will find some comfort and some knowing and some knowledge and some solace that you are never alone, that there are always beings of light and love that are always with you. And many of you are breaking those barriers now, breaking through and starting to hear, sense, and see the spirits in the spirit world. So we say, good job, everybody. We are now raising the frequencies. Relax, enjoy the ride. It is very bumpy on planet Earth, is it not? Ups and downs, the frequencies keep going up, then they level, then they go down a little bit, then they go up again. In essence, we work with you to change your, we shall say, carbon-based body from graphite to diamond. So as we work with the Crystalline Earth Grid. We are working with Archangel Gabriel tonight and Archangel Sandalphon at your service, working with the master teacher. So we are all together. Imagine or visualize that you're by the water and you can feel your feet in the water. Gaining that nourishment, allowing the water to clear all stuck energies, all stuck patterns. Your species, though advanced in many ways, is still quite primitive by our standards and works very much on the survival instincts. We are raising the frequencies. Relax, allow, breathe. But you are not primitive at all. You are very advanced in a different, we shall say, reality or timeline. And the timelines are beginning to blend now, and you are beginning to understand who you truly are, that you are not physical, you're energy. We say this often. Many of your teachers say this often. Many in your world say this through their intellectual understanding, but there are those that actually experience the different timelines, that we shall say time jump or quantum jump, as it were, and experience these different levels of reality. Imagine or visualize right now, imagine that the earth is brand new. You are part of a primal soup, as it were. You are part of the planet, you are part of the cosmos, and part of each other. This is where it ends, this is where your world ends, and this is where your world begins. This is your rebirth. Imagine that you are starting to rise up out of that primal soup and starting to gain, shall we say, a sense of individual consciousness. A sense of self-awareness, maybe not as a body, but as a mind, as a consciousness, as an independent thinker, yet part of a collective whole. Relax and breathe. We are bringing the energies up very fast today. Steady as she goes. Everything you have done, experienced in this another dimension, this another lifetime, has prepared you for this moment. This is the grand shift. This is your time to release the shadows. And this is why we are assisting you in rebirthing you from the original primal soup, as it were. The plasma field, it may be another way of interpreting the energies. Leaving the old cycle of life behind, coming to a brand new cycle of light and life and being. That's what happens in your cosmos, like a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse and planetary transits, are basically the, shall we say, snapshots, or what are the better words for this? The outer expressions of what is happening in consciousness, in your fields, in your earth fields. You can look to the stars, you can look to the numbers, and you can understand what is happening in human evolution as well as global evolution. As we often say, your earth is conscious as well. You are the earth and the earth is you, and the earth is of the cosmos. So through the earth vibration, you can become aware of the entire reality. Oh, just relax, enjoy it as we work with you and assist you in your rebirth process. Raising the frequencies, going higher and higher and higher. So what is an eclipse? From an astronomer's standpoint, it's just when the lunar elliptical meets up with the solar elliptical during a time of a full or new moon. And then there's a shadowing effect. And this is the key. Now that the eclipse has passed, we are going to work with you to reset your energies as you have had a major jolt at this time. What are shadows? They're basically the absence of light. Through one body blocking the light out towards another body. In this case, the earth blocking the sunlight from reaching the moon. The key is shadows. We talk a lot about these subconscious shadows, do we not? The hidden Shadows are not bad, they just are. They are a product of your primitive survival instinct, but you're not primitive, you are advanced. You do not need shadows. How do you eliminate shadows? You become conscious, you shine the light of awareness on them. When you shine a light on a shadow, does it not cease to be a shadow? Then these things, these shadows, these hidden aspects, these soul fragmentations, as it were, the programming, the disempowering programming of a primitive mindset of a once primitive species being run by primitive beings. Well, we amend that slightly. As many, or some we shall say, in command of your spaceship Earth are actually quite advanced, yet taking on the role of primitive humans. Many of those that you or your news outlets or the belief or perceptions would consider negative or evil are really teachers. Amongst other things, you are in the season of the coyote, the Mercury energy of the 5-degree lunar eclipse. As this channel speaks on, we use his words and his thoughts because we are working through him and blending with his frequencies. And he would call Mercury the cosmic trickster or the cosmic coyote. You get tricked into learning good versus evil. This one's bad, this one's good. What happened? You learn through the process, you grow, and you evolve through the duality to come back to unity, come back to source, come back to that which you are, come back to that primal soup. We are working to expand and raise the frequencies now, creating more space between the atoms. It is already 99.99999% empty space. Well, not empty space, energy. As we create more space and expand, that allows the energies, the chi or prana, that we are, shall we say, manipulating at this time, to flow through you in greater quantities and in higher frequencies, adjusting and priming your system for ascension. Ascension is partly the ability to come into higher resonance. You can't be afraid to die. We will repeat that. You cannot be afraid to die because you do not die. Raising the frequencies. We say this because as you elevate spiritually, part of you must die in order to reach your next level. So it is an initiation, a symbolic death and rebirth. We often explain through the story of Yeshua or Jesus that he did not die. He transcended, left the physical to be more powerful in the spiritual. It was an initiation. Relax, breathe. We are going to go deep into this transmission now. He ho ne a ho ya da. Ni ke ka ho ra. Ya e a ho ya. Mo ne nya mo dia kosia popoe se te kotoi te koyono me yoniana shi these sounds and tones that we bring to you will assist you in unlocking the memories of who you truly are at this time. We step aside now. Hello, dear ones. I am Archangel Sandalphon of the 5-dimensional Crystalline Earth Grid. And indeed, our work with you is converting, or perhaps we should say, adjusting the frequencies, moderating and modifying the frequencies to assist your physical bodies during this transmission, to assist them and not only to be able to be solid, firm, and strong during this energetic transmission, but to evolve. Evolve from carbon base to the higher form of carbon, crystalline base, diamond base if you prefer. For this is a superior modality of being to be better transmitters of energy and frequencies. There is a reason we will say that many of your electronics utilize crystals. They transmit frequencies, energies. And this is the ascension, that in the subcellular, subatomic level, that your structures convert. But we'll just say more linear or planar, if that's a better word. We use words as best we can to describe that which cannot be put into words. But converting from linear to crystalline to more lattice formation, as it were. And this is the ascension. You become crystalline beings. That the cellular structures begin to change. It's already happening. And in roughly 1,000 years from now, in your linear human evolution, this is when the next big upgrade will come to your being, where you actually transcend being carbon-based and become silicon-based. Like crystals, silicon is used in electronics because of their conductivity, yet structurally or atomically, silicon is very, very close to carbon, so it is, for all intents and purposes, a higher octave or a higher nature, even though technically it's a different element. The cat people are here. The feline people are with us today. The Lyrans, the Vegans are with us, assisting in this transmission. Sekhmet, Bastet are with us. Oh, hey, we are helping you to release unwanted karma. You cannot release what you don't embrace first. You know that. We know that. We are sharing in this experience for you because your evolution is epicenter in this cosmic reality right now. You see, we are all connected. All the worlds are connected. All the dimensions are connected. And in this time and space, the human experience, the earth experience is epicenter. As the shift happens in consciousness, of earth consciousness, of human consciousness, and other living beings of your world, seen and unseen, known and unknown, it's allowing this entire sector of universal consciousness to also ascend. And then focus will go into somewhere else. But you shall, not too far after your year 3000 to 3500, that would be AD, will branch out and explore the stars and seed other planets as you yourself were seeded roughly 200,000 years ago. And before that, roughly 1.4 million years ago. You are special beings, not that you are better than any other beings, but you're special in that you've been chosen to be part of this change. Not to be here to experience the change, but yes, to be part of the change. So we are working with you at this time. Your earth is crystalline. Your earth is of a higher dimensional reality also. In this moment, in this transmission, you are a crystalline 5-dimensional being. How does that feel? What does that sound like? What does that smell like? What does that look like? We speak of we as a collective. Sometimes we'll say I. I of Archangel Sandalphon are said to be quite mischievous. Did you know that? We're said to be the tricksters of the angelic realm. By those who know us well, not too many on earth do. Because your whole physical existence is a trick. We are of the earth, but we are the crystalline earth. But there's no separation between the physical earth and the crystalline earth. All the dimensions exist together, all one. Your 3-dimensional life is a big trick. But it tricks you into knowledge and learning. There is no good, there's no evil. You're living in a movie, in a projection. Being tricked into learning, into evolving and growing. Well, tricked is not exactly the word. Dupes, there are no words. But you understand, intrinsically you understand that dealing with this mess of the evil dictators of your world, the evil narcissistic people in your life, It's part of your ascension. It's part of your transcendence. And what do many of your people do? They pray to God. Oh God, deliver me from evil. But you cannot deliver yourself from who you truly are. No, you're not evil, but who you truly are. For this is a projection of who you truly are. Remember, dears, in your sacred text in your Bible, that angel, which is known as Lucifer, eventually does return back to God with the knowledge and wisdom that there was never any separation all along. It was all part of the plan. It was all part of the growth. It was all part of the program. So now we enter a new chapter. Yes, the light forces start to win. The evil ones get overthrown. 1,000 years of golden age of humanity, till humanity discovers that which they considered evil was just pushed aside for a moment. It was not vanquished. That only happens when it's blended into the totality of being. And then you reach that final frontier, understanding why your fellow humans must go through what they go through, what this all means. So feel your feet deep in the earth. Feel that there's crystals all around you. Feel the crystals rising up out of the earth around you, through your feet, up through your legs, up through your root chakra, up through your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, third eye, crown, up through the transpersonal chakras, through the divine gateway chakra. We will, as the master teachers, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Sandalphon, at your service. Feel this connection. And as the crystalline frequency, as it were, connects the deepest part of the center of the earth to the deepest part of the center of the universes, you stand in the middle. You are the channel. And hold your space for right now as we raise the frequencies further. Relax, breathe, allow. Standing between the world of the crystalline earth grid and the central sun, you are the unifying field. Relax, breathe, allow. We charge the frequencies further. Wakume Nayoso Sininiape Hoshada Eapo na Diabo Maya. Relax, breathe, allow. Breathe through any discomfort. It is a lot to change your internal structuring. Now we are, you need to say, reintegrate and rebuild your structural energetic field. Help you to anchor in these frequencies. Eclipses are always powerful in this dimension, in this reality. Though these last two are especially so. And it's a portal, it's an energetic shift. It changes the whole frequency. The energetic flow, as it were, and the structures that hold that. It's a higher frequency, so we are now anchoring that in, or working with you, we should say, to anchor it in. And anchor it into the earth plane, into the physical earth, through the crystalline earth. Be aware also of the chakra just below your feet, the Earth Star chakra. As this is the assimilation point, as it were, of high spiritual frequencies coming in to your earthly selves, your earthly physical bodies and beings. So it is, say, the conversion zone of shifting energy and frequency into something more tangible in your human experience. So nothing is really solid. It's a density that we're anchoring these frequencies in. Very good. Why, we have a beautiful, wonderful group this evening. We thank you for your service. We are complete. So you start to feel again your root and that chakra below your feet, the Earth Star chakra, just pulling any fragmented energies like a magnet. That transmission was so strong, it really scattered our frequencies. Now we're sort of pulling it back. almost like the only metaphor I can think of is when you do like chelation therapy. It's like, they take the blood out of the body, they treat it and put it back in the body. So it's kind of that way with your energy fields. So deepen your breath, feel grounded. Imagine or visualize, you're an auric egg, you're an auric field, you have a body, but this is more true to who you are, your energy field. And right at the bottom, visualize there's a tailpipe that opens, and that allows all staticky and excess energy to just easily flow through the earth. This way you can release any excess. So that way you won't be uncomfortable and jittery, and you'll sleep good tonight, actually. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Honestly, seriously, when we went into this, I didn't know if I was even going to be able to do it. I got so dizzy. I was like, wow. So I have a feeling this was strong for a lot of us. So eat light, lots of water. We're still in the eclipse energy. And just as a little reminder, when doing this work, if you do it regularly, you're going to gradually shift your frequency to handle these higher ascension energies, these higher frequencies that are affecting the earth. And then you're going to ascend more quickly, more gracefully. And if you want to dive even deeper, then this will all be on the pinned comment, by the way, when this becomes a video. Then you can join Spirit Mind family, and then you can do the additional frequency channeling. It's all good stuff. And Tuesday, that's when we have mediumship, 8 p.m. So you can just sit back and just get messages. So how are we doing? Christine is saying, I felt many presents were hugging me. Yeah. They were doing that. Absolutely. Very good. They're present. Yeah. And it's Christine again. Oh, you're welcome. You was just saying, wow. Christine's hand almost disappeared. A lot of people had that experience. Yeah, this was a little bit of a different, energy for sure. All right, Trixie Precious. I'm just, yeah. So hi Jody. So yeah, that's wonderful. So awesome. Thank you. They were very awesome tonight. I agree. Very good. So it's 7:55. Yeah, that felt like we were in for a pretty long time. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. And I see a bunch of you left already, and that's good. So yeah, take it easy the rest of the evening. I think you're gonna feel the effects in the days that come. So you're welcome, Trudy. Lots of energy zinging. Very good. Yes, that's we like it. Oh, and you actually saw the Lyran beings. Yes, very good. I mean, there's different kind, but I always relate to the cat and the feline people, because I used to see them when I was a child. Yeah, that's I had I got a cat when I was little, and that I think that this cat was, how you have that one or maybe two pets that are more than pets. They're really like advanced souls taking on animal form. I mean, my pet really saved my childhood, because I was very different from my family, suffice it to say. So anyway, but I got an inkling of the feline people through him. All right, so have a wonderful night. I'm going to sign off, and I'll get all the links up on the pinned comment if you come back. So we have the 5 things that you need to know about this lunar eclipse. So that we did that a couple of days ago. We have the forecast from the master teachers for this Halloween season and beyond. So all that will be up if you missed it. So Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Christina. I just saw your comment also. And have a blessed day. Have a blessed weekend. Yeah, that might happen for a while. And you know, they were working a lot with my hands also. So, you know, I was watching a video. This will be the last thing, and then I'll sign off. But I was watching a video from Montauk Chia, the tantric the tantra. What did he do? Taoist master, and he was talking about learning how to actually feel like the center of the palms. There's like chakras there. It feels like there's a little soft spot here. And then you're saying to practice inhaling and exhaling as if your hands were breathing. That's going to help you to cultivate your chi further. So I'm not surprised that a lot of you are oh, we love you, Laura. So I'm not surprised that your hands, and same thing with your feet. You have those chakras in the center of the feet also. All right, very good. So we're ending stream officially.